You're not on your own. What God working in you means for life and business. Let's get one thing straight. You're not here by accident. You weren't randomly dropped into this moment in history or haphazardly assigned the gifts, mind, voice, or wiring you carry. Whether you're building a business, navigating a season of change, or just trying to make sense of life, you're not just drifting through space, hoping to land somewhere meaningful. You are positioned on purpose, for the purpose. And if that doesn't shake you out of passive living, Philippians 2:13 will. For it is God who works in you to will and to act in order to fulfill His good purpose. Let that settle in. God doesn't just give you a mission, He energizes you for it. He isn't watching from above, hoping you make the right choices. He's at work inside you, in the boardroom, in the living room, in the in-between moments you think are meaningless. God is moving in the background, fine-tuning your desires, adjusting your perspective, prompting your decisions, and fueling your courage. But here's the rub. You get to choose whether you'll partner with that inner nudge or silence it in favor of what's comfortable. The myth of self-made success. In business, there's a mantra that floats around like gospel. Hustle harder. Push, grind, make it happen. And don't get me wrong, there's wisdom in discipline, strategy, and stewardship. God's word speaks of diligent hands bringing abundance. Proverbs 10:4. But Philippians 2:13 draws a hard line between self-reliance and spirit-led living. There's a better truth to build your life and work upon. You weren't meant to manufacture your success. You were designed to co-labor with God. So what does that mean when you're building a company, launching a project, leading a team, or raising a family? It means listening. It means yielding. It means embracing that still, quiet voice that whispers, call them, risk that, forgive her, or wait. It means realizing that strategy alone doesn't move mountains. God does. And when you yield your will to His, He gives you the power to do what you could never accomplish in your own strength. The internal upgrade. No one talks about. Let's go deeper. Philippians 2:13 doesn't say, God works around you or God works through your circumstances. It says God works in you. That's internal. That's cellular. That's spiritual transformation. He works to will. That means He adjusts what you want. He works to act. That means He empowers what you do. This means the dreams rising inside of you, those ideas to serve, to lead, to love, to build something that matters. They're not random. They might be divine. And those sudden shifts of compassion, those unexpected surges of courage, those urges to speak up or stay still. That's not your personality maturing. That's God at work. But, and here's the key, you must respond. The faithful entrepreneur listens differently. The world teaches us to trust numbers, trends, and KPIs. But kingdom-minded people? They listen deeper. They discern the whisper behind the data. They see interruptions as invitations. So when that idea pops into your head to bless a client instead of just bill them, to hire the underdog instead of the easy win, to build slower but with integrity, it might not make sense on paper. But you weren't called to live just by spreadsheets. You were called to live by the Spirit. Faith-driven business is not faith-neutral, and living by Philippians 2:13 means you're not just doing work, you're becoming the kind of person who reflects God in how you work. Pause, reflect, act. Let me ask you, what if that random idea that won't leave you alone is actually God working in you? What if your compassion is the delivery system for heaven's assignment? What if your business exists not just to generate income, but to generate impact? The answer to those questions determines whether you'll live from striving or from abiding, from flesh or from flow, from hustle or from heaven. Because when God works in you, you're not just building projects, you're building purpose. Challenge and activation. Here's what I challenge you to do this week. Identify one nudge that's been stirring in you lately. A thought to call someone, launch something, apologize, speak up, pause, pray this. Lord, if this is you working in me, confirm it and give me the courage to act. Then move, act in faith. Don't wait until it's easy or perfect. Obedience is the fertile ground where God multiplies results. Remember, your role isn't to make it all happen. Your role is to respond to the one who is already at work in you. Let him lead your life. Let him fuel your business. Because when God's power is your source, purpose is never out of reach. Final word. God isn't asking you to hustle for his love. He's inviting you to partner with his presence. That's not just spiritual. That's transformational for your soul and your strategy. Now go, build something that breathes heaven into earth.